Okay, everybody, we've got some crazy news regarding the Fantastic Four movie. It looks like there's a huge rumor going around right now that Silver Surfer is going to be in this movie, but it's going to be a woman. Now, I know a lot of you already are like, oh my god, that's so stupid, cancel the movie, this is trash. And, I get it. Silver Surfer is one of my favorite comic book characters, and I want to see him done justice, and I think he's a fantastic character. And I know in the comics there was a version of Silver Surfer that was a woman, which it could make sense because there's also a lot of rumors that the Fantastic Four movie is going to be taking place in another universe. So, if that's the case, in the comics, this female Silver Surfer was from a different universe, so I guess that could make sense, and then the actual MCU 616 universe could have the Norrin Rad male version. But to be honest, I don't see why they would do that because right now they need to get the fans back on their side, and doing something like this with a major character that people really like is only going to divide the fan base and piss a lot of people off. And I get their thinking, okay, if this Fantastic Four movie takes place in another universe, then the Silver Surfer in that universe could be the gender swapped version that we saw in the comics. So, it makes sense, is what I'm trying to say, but I don't think people will accept it, or at least the vast majority. Now, this whole rumor could just mean that we're getting the Frankie Ray version of the Herald of Galactus, which you can make her look like Silver Surfer, so maybe that's where this whole rumor is coming from, that there's going to be a female Silver Surfer. So Frankie Ray Nova, like in this comic panel right here, you can see looks like Silver Surfer, so maybe that's where the confusion is coming from. But even if you do that, I don't think a lot of people are going to accept that, because when they think Silver Surfer, they are thinking badass Norrin Rad on his surfboard flying through the cosmos. And when you give them this instead, you're automatically going to get a lot of backlash. So I don't think Marvel should do this. Like, maybe if everything was going really smooth and, they want to test something out and then give us the Norrin Rad version later on, okay. But right now, it is in shambles and they need to start doing things that are going to get people back on their side. And I don't think having a female Silver Surfer is going to do that. Now, another way that I think they could do it that would actually work really well is if you guys watch the animated Silver Surfer show, which I highly recommend. It's actually really good. Basically, Norrin Rad accepts to be the Herald of Galactus and helps him find worlds to devour in order to save his own, because his love, I forgot what her name was, but his wife, obviously he wants to save her, and if he doesn't become the Herald of Galactus, Galactus is going to eat his planet and kill his wife and all that, so he accepts to be the Herald, and then his wife gets to live. But I think a good way of doing a gender-swapped Silver Surfer is if in this universe that the Fantastic Four movie is taking place in, Norrin Rad's wife is the one who accepts to be the Silver Surfer. I think that would be actually really cool, and it would be really emotional for Norrin Rad to maybe meet her in a future movie. That would be pretty cool. Like, imagine he sees his wife from another universe that went down the path that he went down. I think that would be pretty emotional and a lot better than just, here's a female Silver Surfer, enjoy it. I don't know if I explained that very well, but basically, like, if his wife was Silver Surfer and he meets her, that would be kind of cool, I think. But only if you introduce the male version first, because that's the most popular one, the most well-known, so I think that would make more sense. But if you do the female version first, then I don't think people are going to like that. I'm also really excited to see Galactus in live action. I think that is going to be so damn cool, and I'm sure he's going to be able to maybe shrink down and grow. I think they're probably going to have to do that, because if he's just big the whole time, I think that's going to be a little difficult to do in a movie. But regardless, we've got some big names flying around for the casting of Galactus, like Antonio Banderas and Javier Bardem. Like, there's some big name actors being eyed for the role of him, and either one of them I'd be fine with. But Marvel has to absolutely nail this movie. Casting, story, villain, everything has to be good. And I think by doing a female Silver Surfer, you're automatically going to set yourself up for a bit of failure. Like, yes, it could be written really well, it could be really cool, but people are going to always want that prime version first. They want Norrin Rad, so give them Norrin Rad. Otherwise, like I said, people aren't going to accept it. There's going to be a lot of discourse, a lot of divide between the fan community, and Marvel does not need that right now. So guys, what do you think about this? Do you believe that they're going to gender swap the Silver Surfer for the first appearance in the MCU? Do you think it's a good move? Do you think it's not? And let me know why. Stay tuned for more Fantastic Four updates.